Good morning, everybody. This is Lisa Tanzer, and I'm bringing to you today my Basic 5, which is an upper body workout, and I'm doing it in my Basic Black. So I have a couple of weights here. These are in my basement all the time. They are just 2-pound weights, but you can use any weight from a pound each to 5 pounds each, or even higher if you're strong enough and you do this regularly. Anyway, we're going to warm up first before we work those areas. So, starting out, we're going to work on 5 areas. So we're going to warm up each of those. The first is the chest, then we have the upper back, we have the rotator cuff, we have biceps, and then we have triceps. So those are our 5 areas in the Basic 5 upper body workout. So first of all, we're just going to warm up the shoulders a little bit, the rotator cuff, and roll around a little bit, going back and forward. No specific number, just do a few rolls. And then to warm up the chest, we're going to simulate what we're actually doing with the weights, which is to do a few chest presses and a few extensions for triceps to warm up those triceps. Okay, and for the upper back, rows are always a great idea. So just doing a few of those to warm up. It's also a great idea to roll those wrists around and warm up those joints, and to do a few elevations of the shoulders. Okay, so to begin, we're going to grab our weights and go into our chest work. The classic chest press is done with the arms parallel to the floor, that's the upper arms parallel to the floor, and pressing in so that you keep your forearms parallel to each other as you're going. This is a pretty good pace right here. You're going to want to do 8 to 12 repetitions. You don't want to go any faster like this because you're not getting any benefit from that, and you can hurt yourself. So just doing a basic chest press like that is going to work those pectorals. Okay, and then we're going to go right into our back work. Upper back, we're talking about trapezius, rhomboids, the lats, and you can do that in split leg position. So keeping a nice, long, strong back, keep your knees flexible and your wrists straight, and just pull straight back. And you're not doing it with a rounded back. You're keeping it nice, long, and straight, and chest out and shoulders down. You can also double up those weights if you need a little more effort, and brace right here on the thigh and pull back, one arm at a time, and hit the other side. Okay. So that is for the upper back. Now you've got your rotator cuff, and for that I like to do the X. Sometimes we call this drawing the sword because it's like you're drawing a sword out of a sheath. You bring up one arm at a time and one arm down at a time. And of course, whichever arm ends up on the outside, once you're down, that's the one that has to come up again. It doesn't matter which one comes down first, really doesn't matter. But one full, complete movement. 1, just like that. Okay, so that's rotator cuff. Biceps, the good old standard of a bicep curl, always works. The main thing is to keep your elbows close to you so that you don't get the shoulders involved and strain them when you just want to focus on biceps. Okay, you can also do this exercise on the outside, which allows you to open up the chest a little bit more. And you're just squeezing those biceps to make it an active squeeze and not just lifting the weights. Okay, for triceps, I'm going to show you in split leg position, keeping a nice strong base, elbows back and they stay back. And then we extend until the arms are straight. And I like to do a little pause at the end just to hold that strong triceps contracted position. So if you can't go completely straight, if you have issues, just do what you can, okay? And that is chest, upper back, rotator cuff, biceps, and triceps. That's your Basic 5, guys, done in Basic Black. So I'm going to set these down, and now I'm going to show you some stretches to do to Yes, thanks, Garrett. We're at the 5-minute mark. To just prevent you from getting overly tight after you do that workout. So a first stretch that would be great for your upper back would be the hug that we need right now. Bend those knees and roll down. And just hold that opened up back hug. You want to hold a stretch at least 10 seconds. Okay? For the chest, it's the opposite movement. You want to pull down behind you and just let that chest push out. Lift your chin slightly, keeping the shoulders down. For triceps, our classic is arm up, bend that elbow, pull the elbow in towards your head, and keep a nice straight neck and head. And hold, and then the other arm. Pull it in. If you have a hard time with your arms over your head for this, you can also do a push back like this and just wrap that arm around your other shoulder. And you're going to get a little bit of shoulder stretch on that too, but the main thing is you will stretch the triceps. Okay. And for biceps, I like to do something that stretches also the forearm, which would be the stretch here. Pulling your hand towards you with a straight elbow. It's best to hold it up at shoulder height, and then the other hand. Okay, and you're going to feel that through the whole forearm, but the main thing is you are hitting biceps. Okay, so chest, back, biceps, triceps, rotator cuff. You're just going to do those circles again, but slower and bigger for an active stretch through the whole rotator cuff. Okay, guys, that is your basic 5. Do 8 to 12 repetitions, at least 1 set for each exercise, and you got it made. Have a great day.